Are you dealing with seborrheic dermatitis, dandruff, scalp psoriasis, or just psoriasis period, eczema? Well, most of the time whenever you have a skin problem, you also have a liver problem. And today we are going to talk about my favorite tonic, the #1 weapon against balding, thinning, burning, itching, redness, scalp inflammation, and so many other things that cause balding within the scalp. So if you want to get into this secret cure and how it works, then make sure you stick around until the end of this video. Before we get started, make sure you go ahead and subscribe here to my channel, and then once you subscribe, be sure to click on that bell notification so you're notified every single time I post another video. So what am I talking about? It is called burdock root. Burdock root is an amazing plant, and we are literally talking about the root of this wonderful plant. Now, it holds significant prominence in Chinese medicine for its detoxifying properties. This is amazing for detoxification of the liver and the kidneys. If your kidneys and your liver are dusty and your blood is all messed up, then it's going to be very hard for you to have healthy hair, skin, and nails. So let's talk about how that works. Now, this is a biennial plant that you only really use in its first year, because within the first year it is putting all of its energy towards the roots, but then that second year it is getting towards the end of its life cycle, so it's taking all of its nutrients and putting it up towards the leaves, so the root isn't as potent. So it is really important that if you are harvesting it yourself, you're only harvesting the root in its first year. All right, so let's talk about it. As it pertains to it killing bacteria and things of that nature in the body, that is not its main job, right? It has no pain killing or anti-inflammatory properties, but it does clean the liver and the kidneys. So how do your liver and your kidneys go into you producing healthy hair, skin, and nails? Well, I'm gonna tell you, they the most important thing in your body, not no little hair oil you can put on your scalp. This is a liver and kidney tonic, making you go to the bathroom more. And why is it doing that? What burdock root does is basically not force, but it aids and pushes your liver to produce more bile to clear itself out. So this is what's going to really clear out the liver, because you have to remember your liver has a whole, your liver's function is extremely important. So if your liver can't focus on doing its normal job because it's all full of bacteria from the antibiotics that we ingest into our bodies and the food coloring, the pollutions, and all of the other crazy stuff that we be eating, right? That all messes with our system, and because our liver isn't able to process these things properly, our bodies go into a whole nother realm. So this is why it's great and amazing for bladder infections and different kidney issues, because it aids the body in flushing itself out and removing those toxins. So it's also good for different things with your kidneys, like jaundice. We're talking about arthritis, right? When we are talking about arthritis, it is an inflammation of the joints. So it doesn't have any pain killing or antibacterial benefits or anti-inflammatory benefits, but it helps your kidneys and liver work better by eliminating toxins from the blood. Now, the way it works for arthritis, these toxins that live within the blood can leak into your joints, causing inflammation. So when you take away and release and eliminate all of the different inflammation from the body and you cleanse the blood, it naturally causes the inflammation that causes arthritis to go away. I hope that makes sense, because at the end of the day, if the liver and kidneys are happy, the joints are happy, because there's no inflammation. And that works for the rest of the body too. When it comes to dandruff and psoriasis and seborrheic dermatitis and dandruff and things of that nature, it is the same exact thing, because once the blood is clean, the blood oxidizes, sending new oxygen flow to to your hair, skin, and nails. And this is how hair growth displayed in these pictures is stimulated so fast, because at the end of the day, you are not actually balding. Your hair shaft is not dying, but with dandruff, seborrheic dermatitis, psoriasis, these are all different forms of inflammation. So when you flush out the kidneys and the liver, what you end up doing is allowing all of those different toxins that could be slowing down the natural hair growth cycle, or that could have detached your hair shaft from the blood supply. That's even if you are somebody who suffers from traction alopecia or some different forms of alopecia, right? At the end of the day, the oxygen flow was somehow limited within your hair. So if you take something that cleanses the blood and creates a better oxygen flow through your skin, then you will eliminate the form of inflammation that leads to psoriasis, seborrheic dermatitis, and dandruff, and things of that nature. Because let's say you're a person who used to grease the scalp and oil the scalp all the time, and now you don't anymore. It sometimes takes a little bit more than shampoo to undo 20 years of oiling and greasing the scalp, right? Or you could be a person who's never oiled or greased the scalp, but maybe internally your diet isn't the best and you have these blockages within your kidneys and your liver. So having something like burdock root is amazing at getting rid of those things. When your diet is off, or when your diet is off and you're just not drinking enough water, or whatever the case may be, when your inner world is not good and your liver is full of toxins, it has so many other things to do, so many other diseases to prevent. So instead of your liver eliminating toxins from your body, your skin becomes your second liver. And this is why you'll start noticing the burning, the itching, and all of that in the scalp. This is why putting an additional oil on the scalp that is already dealing with different forms of inflammation, whether it's, you know, your kidneys or your liver being clogged or whatever the case may be, you needed to do a detox from the inside. Putting oil on it is just another trigger for that inflammation that just takes it over the top. That's why you'll experience all of that intense burning and itching. So again, when the liver has other things to do, your skin becomes your second liver. And this is why you'll notice your face breaking out. If your liver is clogged and off and stuff like that, one of the first things you're gonna notice is your skin breaking out. And your hair, your scalp has a lot to do with that. So it's not all the time a hairstyle that you've done. Sometimes it could be your diet and your liver being clogged that is causing your scalp to be inflamed. Or if your hair is not growing, it can be because your blood isn't clean enough. And again, taking something like burdock root will aid you in cleansing the blood. And again, it helps with cancer. Research has shown that it helps to starve cancer cells, because cancer cells hate oxygen. And that's why when you rid the body of inflammations and cleanse the blood, it is really less likely for your body to grow different tumors that can then be cancerous. So let's get into some of the scientific words behind burdock root that hold all of its amazing properties. Now again, when we are cleansing the toxins within the body, it is because some of these toxins can lead to an overgrowth of a certain bacteria. And I'll taught you guys in this video here, link in the description box below, about 20 different bacteria and forms of yeast that live within or on the human scalp, right? So one of those forms of yeast is here, and this form of yeast, right, is increased when there is an imbalance of toxins within the body, not even on the scalp, but within the body. So these are things that cannot be fixed with the hair product that you put on the scalp. Again, this burdock blue blend is not for the scalp, it is for the inside of the body. While psoriasis isn't understood 100%, studies do show that an overproduction of toxins within the body, or the blood not being properly cleansed can lead to an intense form of inflammation with psoriasis, but studies have shown that those who ingest burdock root on a regular basis can greatly decrease the amount of toxins that their body has, thus decreasing the amount of inflammation that leads to psoriasis, right? Seborrheic dermatitis is a extended, intense version of dandruff, and dandruff is a mild version of seborrheic dermatitis, so it is the same exact thing. By having a lot of toxins within the body, it allows this natural yeast to overgrow, and that ends up causing an imbalance, which leads to seborrheic dermatitis. If you want to know more about seborrheic dermatitis, make sure you click the link in the description box below where I have a video going deep into it. Toxins in the body and heavy metals in the blood and all of the other different things that our liver have to fight from the things that we eat, it ends up really affecting the natural hair growth cycle. So by you not properly cleansing the liver, you end up throwing the body's natural hair growth cycle off, which in return leads to balding and thinning. And you want to most likely run to a hair growth product, and it's like no matter what you use, nothing's working, and that's because it is not an external problem but an internal imbalance. And by ingesting burdock root, it is amazing at detoxing all of the different parts of your body that can cause a block in oxygen flow, because I also need you to remember that by cleansing the blood, you allow a clean connection back of oxygen flow to the hair's follicles. So if you've done things in the past to cut off the oxygen flow, you can go ahead and detox the body from the inside and do an external scalp detox on the outside, and this will almost automatically reset the hair growth cycle. Again, I want you to see this example here on the screen. This is in less than 2 months, you guys. So now this is the prebiotic, not pro but prebiotic. There is a difference. And this prebiotic promotes the healthy growth of good bacteria within your gut, because remember, it is within the gut that you produce biotin that produces your hair, skin, and nails. This is going to contribute to digestive health and toxin elimination. This compound in burdock root contributes to its mild anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties. Again, it doesn't hold these properties within itself, but by it removing all of these toxins from the body, it eliminates the possibility of these properties forming. Now, antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties are completely different. Now, it's rich in antioxidants like this one, and this antioxidant is amazing for neutralizing free radicals in the body that could lead to oxidative stress, and this plays a major role in the detoxification process of the body. Get rid of all that yucky doo-doo. And in Chinese medicine, it was known to purify the blood for radiant skin and an amazing digestive system. It has an amazing diuretic effect because it is increasing your urine production to eliminate these toxins out of the body. So I will say, just to let you know, you are gonna have to pee a little bit more when you're taking this. Not like every 2 minutes, but you're gonna have to pee a little bit more, and you're gonna use the bathroom. You're not gonna be dookie on yourself. But if you ain't been regular, if you only boo-boo like once a month, girl, you're gonna be boo-booing at least once a day. You understand? You gotta get it out, baby. Antioxidants that live in the root help to neutralize free radicals that can cause oxidative stress. It will protect blood cells and blood vessels from damage. It's amazing. It has an amazing property that allows it to bind to heavy metals within the body to eliminate them. So if you are a person who thinks that you could possibly have heavy metals within the body and you need the elimination, burdock root is absolutely amazing at doing that. To learn even more about its taste, its properties, more about the scientific names of its properties, and so many other things, because as you can see here on the screen, I can keep talking for at least another 30 minutes about burdock root because it is so amazing. In this tonic that we have, it is combined with a burdock root and butterfly blue pea flower extract, and these two extracts together are an amazing powerhouse. So before you go, right, before you leave my channel, make sure you head over to this video so you can learn all of the properties that you need to know about blue butterfly pea flower. And once you know that, you understand how combining these two herbs together make for an amazing tonic to give you masterful skin, hair, and nails. Again, you do not have to take my word for it. It is definitely my beauty secret. But again, I want you to look at my reviews, look at this review that I've been putting on the screen, and check my testimonial so you can learn even more about burdock blue. Again, links in the description box below. I really hope that this video was informational for you, and if you want to know more about this herbal complex or this herbal tonic, then again, make sure you head over to Simple Apothecary, where we keep everything simple, girl. I love you, and until next time, bye. But again, go watch this video right now. Go watch it. Hurry up.